For this assignment, I decided to talk about the Matrix and how the Asian fighting style of King Hu influenced the film. So the Wachowskis hired Yuen Wu Ping as a fight choreographer and director, who gained lots of his knowledge of fight choreography and filming from what is regarded as the golden age of Hong Kong cinema. King Hu's movie called "Come Drink with Me." The fight scenes from The Matrix have many similarities to the fight scenes from King Hu's work. Most notably, in The Matrix, the fight scene between Agent Smith and Neo towards the end of the film in the train station. When we look at this fight, it includes high jumps, attacking the enemy with a shot from underneath the jump to show more airtime. This happens both in The Matrix and in King Hu's movie Touch of Zen, where the attacker is kind of jumping over the camera. That's kind of like an underneath shot. Along with this, a lot of Hollywood fight scenes were based around big, strong fighters with focus on brute strength instead of finesse. With the Asian influence used in The Matrix, the focus is on strategy and skill. So almost the entire fight scene in the train station and really the whole movie is hand-to-hand combat, as well as some guns, but mostly hand-to-hand combat. And it's just fists and kicks. Another detail I picked up that can be seen in both Touch of Zen and in The Matrix is many of the fight scenes are filmed from the defensive fighter's point of view. You could see the change in the tide or momentum of the fight in The Matrix when the shot of the camera went from behind behind Neo to behind Agent Smith, kind of showing like the change in tide and momentum in the fight. If we look at the one-on-one combat in the movie Touch of Zen, we can see a ton of similarities to the fight scene between Neo and Agent Smith. The fight is fluid between the two fighters. Each attacking blow by an aggressor is absorbed and turned into an attacking blow for the defender. So it's kind of like a dance between the two fighters. A lot of the fight is done with hands and more specifically chops and punches. So this makes the fighter look very fast, or the fighters look very fast, and makes the fight itself look even faster because their bodies are not moving much, just their arms. I already mentioned the jumps, but it's interesting how similar these are between the two movies. In Touch of Zen, the fighters often jump over the camera, and it makes them look like they jump much higher than humanly possible, and this also happens, as we see in The Matrix, from the superhuman jumps and leaps that Neo makes, and as well as Agent Smith. And then if we look at the way fight scenes were filmed up until this point of The Matrix in the 1990s, it was oftentimes brutish. This can be seen in films like The Terminator, Star Wars, Blade. There wasn't much emphasis on skill or technique or strategy. Rather, the strongest fighter usually won. The beautiful part about the Asian influence in these fight scenes from The Matrix is it opened up a new door for the filmmakers and choreographers to focus on skill and technique in fight scenes, which I think adds a whole other level of magic to the movie. Instead of a focus on strength, the most skilled fighter or the fighter with the best strategy can win now. Or even better, the fight can be won by anyone with the skill added to the fight.